Oh, she's tired. Or drunk. Really? Oh, she's not happy. Oh, she's not happy. I'm looking at his They are not happy.
So come up, guys. What? Don't go up.
You have probably seen the clip by now. It is that silent TMZ video of Rihanna and ASAP Rocky sitting together in a Sprinter van after the Met Gala. No smiles. No conversation we can actually hear. Just two people who look like they might be having one of the roughest nights of their relationship. Or maybe just the most exhausted ride home of their lives. What makes it hard to shake is the timing. Only a few hours earlier, they were on that red carpet, completely locked in, smiling, posing, and giving the kind of couple moment people expect from them. Same two people. Same night. A completely different feeling. No audio. No context. No confirmation. No denial. Just this strange space in between. And it keeps getting bigger the longer nobody says anything directly.
When did you first meet Rihanna?
Yo, it was crazy. We met outside of a nightclub, ironically, here in New York.
Oh, yeah?
I wasn't famous at the time. She was obviously Rihanna. And, I couldn't get in. The bouncers didn't want to let me in, and I was with my friend, late great Virgil Abloh and Matthew Williams.
Yeah.
And, you know, we kind of was getting into it with the bouncers, and she kind of came out, and we locked eyes right away. And I was just like in the...
Watch the van clip again. It runs longer than you expect, and the silence makes it feel even heavier. TMZ posted it the way it was recorded. Rihanna and Rocky are sitting side by side. There is no laughter, no casual back and forth, and no obvious sign that they are brushing anything off. Rocky looks serious, almost frozen. Rihanna looks ahead or away, and her expression is hard to read in a way that feels less like mystery and more like exhaustion, irritation, or something people are trying not to name too quickly. And because there is no audio, because nobody can hear what was actually said, the internet has already started doing what it always does. It fills the silence with guesses, and after a while, those guesses start sounding like conclusions. But the missing pieces are still huge. And so far, nobody involved seems eager to put a clear explanation out there. Now go back a few hours. The red carpet. Rihanna and Rocky closed out the arrivals, which is basically what they do when they want to remind people that this is their kind of night. Rihanna wore something sharp and almost impossible, all structure and beads. Rocky matched her in that tailored high-fashion way that makes a lot of other celebrity couples look like they are still figuring it out. They looked in sync. They posed together. They spoke to the press. There was no obvious tension, no visible side eye, and no stiff body language that jumped out on camera. It looked like a couple who knows exactly how to move through a room together. That is what the footage shows. Same night. Same couple. Two very different moods. And nothing explaining how one turned into the other. So right away you are stuck with two images that both feel real. The red carpet looked real. The van looked real too. Neither one has to be fake, but neither one explains the whole night on its own. And because there is no audio, because Rihanna has not put out a direct statement, because Rocky has not posted some clear explanation, and because nobody from their camp has stepped forward with a simple, "This is what happened," people are left choosing a version of the story without enough information. That is the uncomfortable part. It is also where the story starts feeding on itself. Online, the reactions split almost immediately. One side watched that silent clip and saw a couple holding it together for the cameras, only for the mood to drop once the doors closed. They pointed to Rocky's jaw, to Rihanna looking away, and to the fact that neither of them seemed to be joking around or trying to lighten the moment. The other side looked at the exact same footage and saw two people who had simply run out of energy after a 16-hour day. Parents of 3 kids, including a baby under 1, who probably just wanted to get back to the hotel and be done for the night. Same video. 2 completely different reads. And there is no way to prove either one unless someone who was actually in that van decides to speak clearly. Then Rihanna finally responded, at least in her own way. Days after the clip went viral, she posted a 45-second recap video on social media. The footage showed her and Rocky smiling, holding hands, partying, and looking genuinely happy. The caption was short: Met recap. That was all. No mention of the silent van clip. No explanation. No, this is what you did not see. Just a highlight reel of the good-looking parts of the night. Almost as if the other footage was not sitting there in the middle of the conversation. Almost as if people had not spent days replaying that quiet, tense moment over and over. Pause on that for a second. She had a clean opening to shut the whole thing down. A quick video, a quick post, even one sentence saying they were tired and nothing happened would have taken a lot of air out of the speculation. Instead, she posted a separate reel of happy moments. That does not really deny anything. It pushes attention somewhere else, and that only works if people are willing to follow. This audience was not. They were zooming in, replaying, screenshotting, and coming back to the same question again and again. If there was truly nothing to explain, why not just say that? The recap did not end the speculation. In some ways, it gave people even more to argue about. Now there are three things sitting next to each other: the red carpet harmony, the silent van tension, and Rihanna's own curated version of the night. The first two do not sit comfortably together. The third one moves around that problem completely. So the audience is left trying to make the pieces fit. Were they fighting? Were they just exhausted? Is Rihanna managing the image? Or is the internet building drama out of a few quiet seconds? The fact that nobody is addressing that specific clip is what keeps making the whole thing feel louder. Then the story got even more complicated. An anonymous source spoke to TMZ and claimed the couple was not arguing. According to that version, they were just exhausted after a 16-hour day and running on empty. That explanation is possible. They have 3 kids. They have an infant. The Met Gala is not exactly a relaxing evening. But possible is not the same thing as confirmed. The source was anonymous. And the same outlet that published the silent clip is also publishing the nothing happened explanation. Same messenger. 2 very different impressions. Meanwhile, nobody on the record has said it plainly. Not Rihanna, not Rocky, not a named publicist. Just an unnamed source and a recap video that shows almost everything except the moment everyone is actually discussing. That is where the whole thing starts to feel harder to explain. If the issue was exhaustion, that would be easy enough to say. If a video of you looking miserable beside your partner went viral and there was a harmless explanation, most people would expect some version of that explanation to come out directly. Instead, what people got was a separate video full of better moments. Maybe that is all she felt like sharing. Maybe she did not want to feed the story. But it also leaves room for people to wonder if addressing the clip directly would lead somewhere she does not want to go. Maybe the real explanation is more complicated than being tired. Maybe Rihanna is avoiding that exact moment because naming it would mean confirming something she does not want to say out loud. So what is anyone supposed to do with that? Wait for a statement that may never come? Trust lip reader captions that may or may not be right? Believe an anonymous source who could be close to the situation, or could simply be giving a version that protects it? The audience is stuck in the middle. Every new detail seems to make the original contradiction more difficult, not less. The video exists. The recap exists. The anonymous explanation exists. The silence exists too. And the only thing anyone can say for sure is that the people who actually know what happened have not chosen to explain it clearly. That is why this story keeps going. It is about more than whether they argued in the van. It is about what happens when a very public couple leaves one very specific moment unanswered. The longer it sits there, the more people fill in their own version, even knowing they may never get confirmation either way. And the person who could probably close the loop with one simple sentence is choosing to post the cleaner, happier version of the night instead. So the question is still hanging there. If there really was no conflict, why show everything except the moment people need explained?
About it was always so like relaxed because I knew, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, all right, this circus, y'all gonna let this play out? All right, I'll sit back. You done yet? You know what I mean? Like, that's what it was. For me, I looked at it like, as soon as you get with a girl, she'll tell you, like, that's not your friend. That's your friend. But that one, no.
They can see it.
The couple staying quiet never meant the story stopped moving. While Rihanna was posting her highlight reel and leaving the van clip out completely, other people started stepping in with their own answers. That is where things get messy. When the people who actually know what happened do not explain it, the audience will start listening to anyone who claims they can. A forensic lip reader named Nicola Hickling went to the press with what she said was a full transcript of the van conversation. According to her, Rihanna asked Rocky, "You don't care for me, do you?" His response, she claims, was harsh. "Are you for real? You're crazy. Can't you see? Crap. Get out. I can't be around you." Then, according to Hickling, Rihanna laughed. Rocky said he was done. Rihanna told him she was done too, that she was tired, and that he could drop her off. Then came his final alleged line. "You trying something? Hey, try." Now, lip reading is interpretation. It is not the same as a confirmed transcript, and there is no audio to verify any of this. Hickling could be completely wrong, but the details were specific enough to travel fast. And once that alleged transcript hit the internet, they were just exhausted explanations started feeling, at least to some people, less like the full story and more like damage control happening in real time. Then a body language expert named Inbale Honigman looked at the same silent footage and gave her read. She said Rocky may have hurt Rihanna's pride. She said the interaction appeared confrontational. She pointed to Rihanna's chin jutting forward, which Honigman connects with pride, and Rocky's eyebrows rising into a triangular shape, which she says can signal distress. Again, this is not evidence. It is not proof. But for anyone already leaning toward the argument theory, it gave that reading more weight. Suddenly, the anonymous source saying they were just tired was not only up against silence. It was up against two separate expert reads pointing in a very different direction.
It's a situation where I look at it like this, right? Like, before I had my children, it was like being with my girl took a blindfold off. And things that she couldn't make me, visibly see or optical to, God, like I said, had a funny way of showing me. It's like, how the hell did I end up in this situation? This is ironic. This is something. And that's why
At the same time, the Exhaustion story does have something real behind it. It is not only an anonymous claim floating around. Rihanna and Rocky have 3 children. RZA was born in May 2022. Riot arrived in August 2023. Their daughter Rocky was born on September 13th, 2025. So at the Met Gala, she was still under 1 year old. 3 children under 4. One of them an infant. A 16-hour event day. You do not have to spin that very hard. Anyone in that situation would probably be exhausted. So yes, the tired explanation is believable. It is almost certainly true that they were tired. But the two versions do not really cancel each other out. They could have been exhausted, and there still could have been a real argument. Those things can happen at the same time. You can be running on no sleep and still say something that lands badly. You can be drained and still have a fight. The alleged lip reader transcript does not describe two people quietly zoning out after a long day. It describes accusation, dismissal, and someone being told to get out. Exhaustion would explain the mood. Maybe it does not automatically explain away that alleged dialogue. So people are left with two possibilities that both have something behind them, and neither one can be fully proven or fully thrown out. That is why the story stays stuck.
Pulled back on this one path, you have a whole new path that's presenting itself where you're 3 children in now. Do you think if you did not have 3 kids, like let's say you were not a family man now,
before,
would that have been much harder to cut off all the other stuff?
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, absolutely. A woman will change your whole life, especially if it's a companion. And it's just like...
Now pull back for a second, because there is another layer here that a lot of people are leaving out. Just over a year before the Met Gala, Rocky was in a Los Angeles courtroom facing 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm. The accusation came from a former friend named Terrell Efron, who performs as A$AP Rocky. The alleged incident happened in November 2021. If convicted, Rocky was facing up to 24 years in prison. 24 years. A case like that does not just sit quietly in the background. It hangs over everything. And Rihanna was there for that trial. Not just once, but multiple times. She appeared in court seated between Rocky's mother and his sister. She watched witnesses testify. She brought their 2 young sons to closing arguments. When the not guilty verdict came down on February 18, 2025, Rocky leaped over a gallery wall and fell into her arms. She held him while the courtroom reacted around them. Afterward, she posted on Instagram, "The glory belongs to God and God alone." Thankful, humbled by his mercy. That was not casual support from a distance. That was very public loyalty in one of the highest pressure moments of his life.
Very special woman, you know what I mean? And I'm thankful that, you know, she was put in my life at that time, because I think any time prior to that, you know, I don't think I was ready for something like that. You know, I don't think she was either, you know, so.
One thing I've thought a lot about.
So when people look at the silent van video months later, that context matters. It changes the pressure underneath the moment. If Rihanna stood by Rocky through that trial, sat in that courtroom, brought their children there, and publicly celebrated the acquittal as divine mercy, then a tense-looking moment in a van does not feel small to people watching. It feels like a possible crack in the image they had just rebuilt. The legal threat was gone. They were supposed to be on the other side of it. They were supposed to be celebrating. Instead, a silent clip came out that made people wonder if something was already off.
How's Baby Rock? Has it changed you at all?
It's amazing, and it's like uncomparable. It's just unexplainable, you know? I feel like a new man again and again and again.
Yeah.
And then there is TMZ. The same outlet that published the clip also published the anonymous Exhaustion explanation. TMZ put out the silent van footage that made people think Rihanna and Rocky might have been fighting. Then TMZ came back with a source saying they were just tired. Same outlet. 2 completely different impressions. So where does that leave the audience? Maybe TMZ was fueling the drama and then softening it afterward. Maybe they were trying to correct the record. Or maybe they were just presenting both versions because they did not actually know what happened either. That is what makes the information around this so messy. If the outlet that started the conversation is also giving you the counter-narrative, trust gets complicated fast. The lip reader transcript came from one place. The body language analysis came from another. The anonymous Exhaustion claim came from the same place as the original video. Every piece arrives with its own problem, its own angle, and its own reason for people to question it. So the audience is not only trying to figure out what happened in the van. They are also trying to decide which version was shaped for clicks, which one was shaped for damage control, and which one, if any, is actually close to the truth.
Yes.
Beyonce.
Gorgeous. A stab to my self-esteem.
And through all of this, the one person who could cut through most of it with a direct statement is still posting around the clip instead of addressing it. That is the part people keep coming back to. Rihanna has shown she is willing to speak publicly. She posted a 45-second video. She captioned it. She chose every frame people were going to see. And with all that control, she still did not mention the one moment everyone wanted explained. Maybe she had her reasons. Maybe she did not want to give the clip more attention. But leaving it out was still a choice, and people are going to read into that choice. So the story does not really close. It cannot, at least not with what people have right now. The alleged lip reader transcript is specific but unverified. The Exhaustion story is believable but anonymous. The trial history shows loyalty, but it does not explain tension. TMZ gave people the video and then gave them the softer explanation too. And Rihanna is showing almost every part of the night except the part people keep asking about.
Beyonce for sure. I love her. Like I love Beyonce. Jay-Z too, I really admire the
Which leaves the audience right back where it started. Were they fighting in that van? Or were they simply exhausted parents running on empty after a 16-hour night with 3 young children? At this point, people are choosing the version that makes the most sense to them because no one involved is giving them a clear answer. There is no audio. There is no direct denial. There is only a highlight reel, an anonymous explanation, a few outside interpretations, and a lot of noise. So what is your read? Drop it in the comments. We will be here when the next clip drops.